Oh, hello, it is your host in the command post, Queen Antifa, Captain ACAB, defund the police Simpson, aka the original quiz daddy, Scott Rogowsky, live from my birthplace, Curfew, York City. And this is BDBQ, the only mobile trivia game show exclusively for New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, where you, Mr. Mayor, must answer tough questions to win back the public trust. The choppers are circling, the batons are twirling, the pepper is spraying. We are living in an authoritarian police state where nothing seems to make sense. But can you, Mr. Mayor, make sense of these potentially savage questions? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this show of force on the road. Numero uno. How many days did it take for you to fire Daniel Pantaleo, the officer caught on tape killing Eric Garner with an illegal chokehold in 2014? Was it 1 day, 46 days, or 1,862 days? Yes, George Floyd certainly wasn't the first unarmed black man to be murdered in cold blood by police. In Staten Island on July 17, 2014, Eric Garner, a 43-year-old father of 6, was wrestled to the ground by 4 cops, including Pantaleo, who choked him to death as he pleaded for his life, saying, "I can't breathe," 11 times. Pantaleo was never charged with a crime and in fact spent more than 5 years gainfully employed in the NYPD before finally being suspended and then ultimately fired. 1,862 days after killing Garner. But don't you worry, Mr. Mayor, Pantaleo is currently suing to be reinstated, so you'll have another unrepentant sociopath back on your force in no time. Moving along to numero uno. For every dollar of the $6 billion that goes to the NYPD in your budget, how much goes to the Department of Health and the Department of Homeless Services combined? Is it the same amount, because this is a compassionate city? Wait, we have homeless services? Or 54 cents? While violent crime rates have steadily dropped over the decades, police budgets have ballooned by staggering amounts. And that has been especially true under your mayorship, Bill. Since 2014, the NYPD budget has grown by an additional $1.4 billion, while departments of health, education, housing, parks, and social services have been cut by billions, to the point where 54 cents of every dollar needlessly allotted to the police goes to protecting the public health of New Yorkers and its household population combined. FYI, Mr. Mayor, while NYC has more than double the per capita police staffing of sprawling cities such as Phoenix and Dallas, and even denser ones like San Francisco and Baltimore, there is no evidence that more cops equals less crime. Time for Q3. Why do you continue to side with abusive police over peaceful protesters when the NYPD openly despises you? Is it because you have a couple unpaid parking tickets you're trying to get out of? You like it when the big boy cars light up and make the whoop whoop noise? Or you're a spineless cuck addicted to the taste of jackboot? Yes, that's right. The boys in blue have been turning their backs on you, Mr. Mayor, ever since you dared to express sorrow and remorse for Eric Garner's death. As recently as this February, the president of the Sergeants Benevolent Association, the second largest of the NYPD's 5 police unions, publicly declared war on you. Yet you continue to kowtow to them at every turn, including this week of around-the-clock civil and human rights abuses at the hands of the Popo. Are you locked in your answer? Yes, that's right. You are a spineless cuck addicted to the taste of jackboot. I bet the leather tastes even better with a little bit of pepper. Moving along to numero uno. How do you spell your last name? Is it D-I-B-L-A-H-S-I-O, D-E-B-U-N-G-L-O, or R-E-S-I-G-N-B-I-T-C-H? How can you live with yourself knowing there is literally nothing you can say or do at this point to redeem yourself in the eyes of your constituents after you so blatantly violated the civil liberties and human rights of your citizens and refused to hold your racist rogue police department accountable for the brutalization of peaceful protesters, including your own daughter, who has surely lost all respect for you, along with your entire multiracial family, whom you've been hiding behind since using them as political pawns to help you get elected in the first place. Not to mention having the blood of thousands of dead New Yorkers who succumbed to COVID-19 in your hands due to your numerous early missteps of your response.